Welcome to the Inspiring Women of Iowa podcast, a special series amplifying the stories of the Inspiring Women of Iowa finalist. Inspiring Women of Iowa is an annual event hosted by Girl Scouts of Greater Iowa with the goal of celebrating women of courage, confidence, and character who are making the world a better place. Why does that sound familiar? Well, because it also happens to be the mission of the Girl Scouts, where they believe society is better because strong women show girls that anything is possible. This event was created by Girl Scouts of Greater Iowa in 2017 to celebrate women in our community and share their stories while raising support for the Girl Scout programs that build the next generation of inspiring women. 16 individuals are celebrated annually with the Courage, Confidence, Character, and Inspiring Advocate for Women awards. I'm your host, Sarah Noel Wilson. I am a business owner, a champion of women, and I'm also a proud Girl Scout alum, so massive love to Troop 238. And I am honored to have the chance to speak with these amazing, inspiring women and to share their stories with you. Joining me today is Patricia Adrienne Barbie, who is the Executive Director of Project Bridging. And she, my friends, is being nominated and is a finalist for the Character Award. Patricia, thanks for coming and talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so fun story for people who are listening or watching. We didn't know each other, but our paths crossed in a very cute personal way. So when my entire crew, there's 20 of us. So when they came, Patricia was at last year's Inspiring Women event where I was a finalist, and she was sitting down, and my mom, who was having knee troubles, ended up sitting next to her, and they ended up having this lovely chat for 15 minutes beforehand. And I was so excited when I saw your name come through. I was like, hey, I know her, and she's amazing. So just a fun little fact. Okay, so before we get into the work you do, Patricia, what else should we know about you just as a human?
I am a teacher at heart. Love kids for the last 20 years. Have daycare centers I've worked at. I've had home daycares. I've done tutoring. I like skating. I don't skate as much as I should.
What do you mean? What kind of skating are we talking about?
Roller skating. My mom was a big skater, and she passed it down
not
to me.
blading. Skate,
I actually know how to rollerblade as well.
Yeah, but you prefer the
yes,
the traditional
yes.
Yeah.
I like knitting.
Yeah.
I love reading. I'm still a person who had every Sweet Valley High, every Babysitter's Club book. I love reading. And I just love being in the community now. I wasn't so big on being outside before, but I just love being immersed in the community and with the people.
When did that change for you?
When the kids made me do it. I knew people and I would go places, but knowing that they needed to go places and see things, and knowing that my parents pushed me to be out and hi, hello, good morning, and such, and seeing the need for it, and I have to be example for them, it gave me the push that I needed to get more into the community.
I love that. Okay, wait. I mean, I can't ask you all these questions about skating, but can you are you
I used to could do tricks
on it? You can do some tricks.
I still can do them, but not as well as I used to. That's what I want to get back into. Things that I used to love as a kid. Yeah, that was really one of them. If you
want to go skating, I will go with you in a heartbeat. Anyway, okay, so we are here to talk about more important things than skating, but let's be real. Sometimes having a little moment of joy is necessary in this world. So when you think about, you're being honored for the impact that you're making. And what I'm curious about is just talk to us about the work you do. Talk to us about your organization and the impact that you are trying to make.
First off, to be honored for a character award is the highest thing, in my opinion, you could be nominated for. Your character is everything.
Yeah.
If anyone knows me, you know that character means everything to me. And to be nominated for that, I am so grateful. Mm-hmm. That is a part of why I started the program and why I do the work I do, because I want to instill in my girls that character is everything. People can have a perception of you, But to know you and for something to be a
Mm.
part of your core characteristics is like everything.
It's,
And
yeah, keep talking.
and for them to they're building their character traits right now. I like that I'm a part of that influential environment of theirs so that I can help them. This is a good character trait to have. This is something that we don't want to turn into that,
Yeah.
and we want to build off of certain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. It's such a, I think it's such a, what do I want to say? It's both a gift and I think it's so needed in this world for people to be really clear about who they are and what's always
Yes,
going to be true
yes,
about them when they
yes,
show up. This is a conversation I'm having a lot of like with my clients right now, like in this time of uncertainty, what's always going to be true about you, and that's your character.
yes, yes.
And I you can hear in your language just how sacred you treat the journey when you're supporting whether it's young women or people in your community. So I just want to name like all the language you use. I was like, oh, this is like there's a deep calling here for you in this work, isn't there?
There is, there is.
Yeah. So talk to us about Project Bridging for people who are
Project Bridging.
yeah, for people who are unfamiliar with
Project
the
Bridging is a nonprofit organization. I'm the executive director. Um, our motto is to empower through equipping, which means that I want to equip the girls with things that they need to make a positive choice that adds to their character as well as their whole being. Who will I be? What will they say about me? How would they react to the things I do? Would they know that this came from me
Mm,
and this is true about me?
yeah.
So in the program, we offer workshops, um, activities, and the most important thing is we build community.
Yeah.
I want the girls to see people who look like them, who don't look
Yeah.
like them, who could be them, who could be a cousin, an aunt, or something. And I want them to develop friendship. I want them to develop tolerance
Mm,
and then develop a community so that you can know I have your back in this world and you have mine.
yeah.
Because let's be honest, a lot of women they don't have friends.
No.
They're cordial, but they're not together how they should be. And I want those girls in this community to be a community,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just when we're together, but when they're outside, things they can speak on and how they behave.
Yeah. It is. I mean, and I can only imagine that this is true in your world as well. When I think of the people in my life who are there when things are the hardest, are there to cheerlead me, are there to push me,
Mm-hmm.
it's always been my women. Like it
Mm-hmm.
is my
It
my
is.
core group
It
of
is.
women.
It
And
is.
and how do we instill that at such a young age, but also like cross generationally, right? That it
Yes,
isn't just
and
your peers.
that's also the goal as well, is to instill that in them, but to respect those who are behind you and those who
Yeah.
came before,
Yeah.
because you can learn knowledge from anyone.
Yeah.
Age doesn't acquire knowledge. Someone younger than you can know something,
Yeah.
and you can't tell them because they're younger than you that they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So, with the respect that I want from this community, I want them to go out and learn things from people, even if it's sometimes what not to do.
Yeah.
It may not be for you and it might not work for you. You might have thought that you wanted to do this, but you saw a precautionary tale. It wasn't for you. I
Yeah.
want them to have options. There's nothing better than options.
Mm. Mm. I I I love I'm such my ears get so tuned into people's language and words, but just that idea of equipping, right? That it isn't just we're going to motivate, we're going to say go get it, but it's like no, we're going to teach you. We are
I was
going to
called the
show
latter
you.
the other day.
Say that again?
I was called the latter the other day. One of my mentors from my class, he calls me the latter because it's not just to motivate. How do you get there? How do I
Yeah.
help you get
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What are the steps that you need to ensure that you are trying it? It might not be for you, but you tried it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know until you try. And I was one of those people. I wasn't in fear of trying new things, but I wasn't first in line for it.
Mm-hmm.
I want the people who I'm influential over to be, hey, I'll try it.
Mm.
It's not harmful, I'll try it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
never know what am I like.
Yeah.
So to be a ladder, I take that serious. I
Yeah.
want to help them get to the next step. I might have to find someone else to take you up a little higher because there are only certain things that I know because I myself am growing in this,
Huh?
but I want them to grow
Mm.
up and up and up, up and forward.
And like, there's no doubt in my mind why this was the award you were the finalist for. Of like, no, I take my job as the ladder very
Yes.
seriously, and yeah, I love this. Okay, so you obviously have been identified by your community as somebody who's inspiring. Yeah, yeah. How does that feel?
Still taking it in.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought?
It's so what's been really interesting because you're interview 15 for us. So like I've had the privilege, like I've one more,
Okay.
and overwhelmingly it's like me. Like I'm
Yeah.
just doing my thing. Like this
Yeah.
is just what I'm supposed to be
I
doing.
didn't expect it last year. I went there to support someone who
Yeah.
was nominated before, and I didn't know what I was walking into. I just saw all the women. I just saw the love. I felt it in the building.
Yeah.
As I sat in there, as I looked at the people, how pretty they were, how supportive they were, I felt it. So just being a part of something is enough for me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't want to win, because who doesn't like a
Yeah.
win?
No.
But
Yeah.
being a part of something, I'm now a part of a whole different community. I love it.
And we'll like when we're done recording, I'm gonna share with you more about like what that's been like, what has surprised me about that.
Okay.
Okay. But here's what I want to know. Who inspires you then? Or who is someone who inspires you?
My might sound cliche, but my mother,
No. Why is
like,
that cliche? I mean, like you're talking about the person who gave you
like,
life.
like my mother, like
Yeah. What's her name? What's her name?
everything I've learned from women who have been understanding and loving to me. But the love that I have for people comes from my mother. The understanding that I have for people comes from my mother. The wanting to see people do well, even if it has nothing to do with me, comes from my mother. There's my grandmother poured into me, my aunts poured into me, my mother did as well. But I can hear my mother. I can hear her when I'm trying to make a decision. She's been gone for over 10 years now. I can hear her when it's time for me to do something, when it's time for me to do the correct thing, even when I don't want to or I'm too tired.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
my mother,
What's her name?
Dorothea Morgan.
Okay. I always just like I always want to like give the name into the universe so that we all
Dorothea
can
Emma Morgan.
Dorothea Emma Morgan. Um, when you think about people who are going to be exposed to your work and exposed and hearing your story and your passion and your drive, you know, both at the event, both in the online, but particularly for those who are listening to us today, what would be a message that you want to leave people with?
I'm a girl from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. There are so many things that people guess about where I'm from and who I am and who I'm supposed to
Mm,
be,
mm,
that it's an honor to me to shatter most thoughts of people and what they have of me.
yeah.
So my thing that I want people to know is to keep your why in front of you,
Mm,
because I didn't grow up in the richest neighborhood, but I had a good education. I had parents who loved me. I had family who raised me as a village, and they kept their whys in front of them no matter
mm,
what life put on them. My grandmother lived here caring for people. My mother the same way. So putting my why in front of me helps me know that this world is bigger than me, but I am important in this world. And sometimes we forget that we are important.
uh-huh.
Sometimes we forget that we're important. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes the world tells us we aren't always. And so like we have to remind the
This is
world
so. This is
that we're
so.
worthy of it.
This is so. Like when the other day I was doing something and the little girls were going through my pictures and they said, "Miss Barbie, you're so beautiful." I was like, and it was genuine. It helps me keep who I am and why I do things in front of me, because the next generation needs this.
Yeah.
They don't get it as much. As you said, this world is really difficult.
Yeah.
You need a safe space that doesn't have four walls that speaks to you when they're not around you. You need it.
Mm-hmm.
You need
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. When are you going to write your book that is titled Keep Your Why in Front of You? Or
Oh,
what's your keynote
you
speech?
know
I
what?
don't know. I was like,
You know
this
what?
is,
My godmother, Christine Gladys Campbell Bell, tells me this every week. She says, "When are you going to write your letter?"
yeah.
She calls me Blue. She said, Blue, when are you gonna write your letter? I said, I'm not writing a letter. She said, no, not a letter, a book. I said, well, a memoir. She said, no, a book, because your story is important and you don't know how many people you can help.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. Maybe your confirmation. I never thought about it.
I mean, immediately when you were talking, I was like, now that's a keynote I would sit through. Now that's a presentation. Again, that isn't just about empowering by motivating, but is empowering by equipping.
Yes.
And like
yes.
that.
Because you can tell me what to do if you don't give me the tools to do it.
Yeah.
And that's how I learn. You can speak all day, but if you don't give me what I need to complete it,
yeah,
you just wasted time.
Yeah.
I don't learn like that.
I love you so much right now.
I tell people I've learned my favorite saying, I don't learn in abstract. I need concrete. I need to see it, and I need you to help me get there. Yeah. Don't give me a suggestion if you don't have other suggestions of how to get there, because that's not how I learn. We all learn differently, but that's not how I learn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's yes. You're hitting my soul in a way that like I will have to talk to you offline about why. Okay, so Patricia Andrea Barbie, with people who want to maybe connect and learn more about your organization, what's the best place for them to connect with you?
We are on all social media platforms at Project Bridging, or you can email me at patricia.barbee, BARBEE, at projectbridging.org.
Awesome. Patricia, thanks so much for coming
and
talking to me today.
Thank you.
The 2025 Inspiring Women of Iowa event will be held on May 9th at the Meadows Events and Conference Center. To purchase tickets and get more information about supporting this event, please visit inspiringwomenofiowa.com. And all proceeds from this fundraising event stay 100% local to benefit Girl Scouts of Greater Iowa and their mission to build up girls of courage, confidence, and character who will make this world a better place. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your support.